Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be doing section 7.2 of your notes, and it's something called the FOIL method, and it's for multiplying. If you ask your parents, they'll probably remember out of everything in algebra, they will remember the phrase FOIL. They won't remember what it means, or maybe they will. But basically the FOIL method is when you have two binomials multiplied by each other. So you have x plus 1 and x plus 2. And we're going to multiply them by each other. And FOIL stands for multiplying the first terms together. Next, you multiply the outside terms, then the inside terms, and the last terms. It's just a way to remember that you're multiplying everything. So in our first example, FOIL, I'm going to multiply x times x, which we know from chapter 6.1 is x squared. First, then we're going to multiply the outside. So plus x times 5, or 5x. Inside, 2 times x is a plus 2x. And the last, 5 times 2 is 10. We just have to clean up and make sure that we are actually putting our like terms together, and we will get the trinomial x squared plus 7x plus 10. Pause the video for a moment and do the you try below it. In example 2, we can still use the FOIL method because it's a binomial times a binomial. We kind of separated this one because we have a 2x versus a plain x, but the theory is the same. 2x times x is 2x squared, and again we're using our chapter 6.1 skills. That's our first. Outside, 2x times 5 is plus 10x. Inside, negative 3 times x is minus 3x, so just watch your signs. And the last terms, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. So again, we always end up, it seems like, with these inside terms here with our x's that we have to combine them. So our final trinomial would be 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. Please pause the video and do the you try number 3. You'll notice I'm just working my way down the left-hand column. So please put it on pause and give that a try. Your final answer for this should be y squared minus 5y minus 24. And I apologize, the one up here should be y squared, that's not a negative, plus 5y plus 4. So hopefully we're getting them right. We're going to flip on over and take a look. They call it using the distributive property. It's really, to me, once you learn FOIL, you don't need this one. Distributing would just mean, and it's just a little bit of a different order, you would multiply this x times each piece, and then you'd distribute the 2 to each piece. You're going to get the exact same answer. This would give you x squared plus 5x plus 2x plus 10, which gives us x squared plus 7x plus 10. I'm not going to really focus on that. I'm going to be using period. I'm going to be using FOIL. But example 4 we do need to look at, because this you definitely are using the distributive property. Here we have a binomial times a trinomial. So here, in order to make sure everything is getting multiplied, we do use the distributive property. So we have x, and we're going to multiply that x times everything on the inside, and then a 5 times that trinomial. So it's going to be really long, and it's going to take a little bit of time to simplify, but this is our process. So we do x times x squared, and we get x to the 3rd power. We do x times negative 3x, and we get minus 3x squared. We do x times negative 2, and we get minus 2x. Then we're going to distribute the 5. And I just make my little loop-de-loops underneath to just make it easier for me to see. So we have 5 times x squared, which is 5x squared. 5 times negative 3x, which is minus 15x. And 5 times negative 2, which is negative 10. Then we have to collect like terms. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. There are no other x cubed, so that just stays by itself. I have negative 3x squared plus 5x squared, which gives me a positive 2x squared. I have a negative 2x minus 15x, which gives me negative 17x. And the minus 10 guy is all by himself, so he's just a minus 10. So we end up with this polynomial. You can put the video on pause for a second and do the U-try. And I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to be working it out as well. And you can check your answer with me. So put it on pause, give it a try. So if you're back with me, you can see your final answer is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 13x plus 8. So here's the homework assignment. Perhaps you want to take a picture of the book itself, but please work on that homework assignment. You need lots of practice with FOIL and distributive property. It's a very important algebra skill. And thanks for watching today.